Hey guys, my name is Mathilde and today I am gonna be talking about things that I've been doing to keep me happy during social isolation or social distancing and quarantine. So as you all know, there's a pandemic going around the world and really changing the way a lot of us live, and it's affecting a lot of people, whether they're losing their job and livelihood, or their business is going under, or they're losing loved ones. And while none of these things have happened to me, knock on wood, I personally have been pretty affected by this, and I know probably a lot of people here have been feeling even more anxious than usual. I suffer from generalized anxiety, so already I tend to be an anxious person. And on top of that, the uncertainty is really triggering for me. And having to constantly wash your hands and be very mindful of everything makes me kind of paranoid. I don't really go outside much. Like I do try and go on walks and runs, but I avoid going on sunny days because I find people don't really respect the physical distancing so much, and that makes me scared. And so I've been trying to keep myself busy, other than schoolwork and mandatory things. Obviously I've been doing these, but I find more than ever it's good to have some recreational time and do things that make you feel good and happy. I kind of lost it last week. I was feeling actually because I had been so anxious for a long time, I guess my brain got really tired and I kind of crashed, and I went into this very numb, depressed state that I've had in the past. And I wanted to feel something, I guess. I don't know, this is kind of cheesy, so I try to bleach my hair and it's very uneven, as you can see. I did a test strand here and it's pretty uneven, but I try to make it look as good as possible when I take pictures. I don't want to show you my roots because they're very splotchy, kind of ugly, and because I kind of messed it up, I started crying, and I guess that allowed me to release all the emotions that I had been keeping inside, all the worry. Also, I'm sure a lot of people feel that way, especially people that are very sensitive. I just feel a lot for all the suffering going around, and I acknowledge my privilege, obviously. I live a privileged life compared to a lot of people, and it just makes me really sad how some people are suffering at really greatly, at a very they're suffering in a way that I probably will not experience, and that just makes me very sad at the unfairness of the system, of the society. And I don't know, I'm just grieving and mourning for them, and just the state of the world in general. We have a pandemic, in the background we have an ecological crisis, and also potential economic recession. Not potential anymore, probably very likely. So it's just a lot of things that just showed that also the way our society was before this pandemic was not sustainable, was not a strong system, and a lot of people were suffering a lot, and they're suffering even more now. So all to say, that's a lot of emotions, a lot of worry, a lot of sadness. I'm just gonna turn on the light, to try and bring more light to the situation. So I'm gonna share with you some things that I've been doing, some books that I've been reading. I think I have a bit of snot. I'm gonna go load my nose. So I'm coming to you with sweatpants. Very old and crusty sweatpants. This shirt that I've actually been loving, that I purchased from Frank & Oak. They're a Montreal company. They are ethical and sustainable, and this was on sale, and it's this beautiful blue color, and I didn't really own anything like this, and I've been going through a closet declutter of things that are just torn into shreds, so I needed 1 or 2 t-shirts to replace some of the ones that are full of holes. Anyways, I'm rambling. Something that I've been doing more of, and that I want to do even more of, is reading. So at the beginning of quarantine, I was reading this book So it's called Love Yourself Like Your Life Depends on It by Kamal Ravikant. And it was actually recommended by our wellness advisor at school. So our wellness advisor, she's kind of like a counselor, and she organizes events to promote, you know, mental well-being and like how we can better manage our stress. And so it's all about learning how to love yourself and how incredibly important it is, and it gives you some tools that you can implement, like some meditations you can do. And there's one phrase in particular that really is in the whole book. I underlined it. Yeah. So I think every once in a while I'm gonna try and pick this book up again and try and practice more the tools it gives. But one phrase that he goes on and brings up in his journey to loving himself more is, if I loved myself truly and deeply, would I let myself experience this? And so you can ask that question to yourself. Let's say, you know, if you're about to do something kind of destructive or that doesn't really resonate with you, pause and ask yourself that question. Like, if I love myself deeply, would I do this to myself? And be kind to yourself if you realize, no, that's not this, you know, it's not what I would do if I truly loved myself deeply. And so I think that was a really good book to start the quarantine with, because really we should be promoting love and also self-love, especially in this time, because we need more. We need to be gentle with ourselves, we need to be understanding, and obviously it's okay if we're being hard on ourselves, but we shouldn't be even more hard on ourselves if we notice ourselves being hard on ourselves, because I feel like that's like a vicious cycle that you can get in. But you know, note how you feel and acknowledge it. So another book that I've been reading, or books, so my for Valentine's Day or anniversary, they're kind of like a month apart, but I'm just gonna adjust the camera. I bought the first 3 Witcher books to my for my boyfriend, and so he's been devouring them, and he convinced me to read them. We watched this show together and we played a bit of the game. So I've been reading the Witcher books. This is actually the book that the Netflix show was based on, The Last Wish. So it's interesting because the order that they're labeled is not necessarily the chronological order, so you kind of have to figure out which one to read. And some of them are more like short stories, but that's nice too, because in a way, you know, like if you don't feel like committing to an entire book, you can pick a short story and read it and ease yourself back into reading. But anyways, I've always really liked fantasy, and I kind of had like veered away from it. But in this time, it's just so nice to kind of go immerse yourself in a different world with witchers. Well, Geralt of Rivia, which is the Witcher. He basically, a Witcher being kind of like a monster hunter. From something from Polish mythology. Yeah, this author, Andrzej, I'm probably butchering this, Sapkowski, is Polish. You know, there's dragons, there's monsters, there's interesting characters, there's some humor, some intrigue. So it's just a great way to kind of pull yourself out of this world and into another one. Other books that I could recommend, if you've never read the Harry Potter books, now would be a good time. Any big series is a good time to read. I have a lot of books that have left unread, so once I go through all the Witcher books, if we're still social distancing and quarantining, and even, you know, if we're not, I'm gonna read them. You know, there's really any kind of book that you enjoy, like whether it be a thriller, a horror book, more like real life, memoir, more self-help or inspirational books. There's really a lot out there, and you know, if you have a Kindle, you can read it out there. Also, depending on where you are, you might be able to order books online. I would just really recommend in this time to pick up a book and read, even if it's a book of short stories or poems. It's really nice to just kind of pull yourself out of this world, and it's kind of meditative. I like to read before going to bed because it calms my brain down. I've been doing a lot of at-home workouts. So there's this one YouTuber in particular that I absolutely love. Her channel name is Matt Fit. I'll link her down below. Why I love her is she has so many different kinds of workout for different body groups, so like leg and booty, upper body, abs, cardio, and she has different lengths, like some that are 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You can, you know, do one if you don't really have time of 10 minutes or 15 minutes, or you can do multiple and that adds up to an hour or however long you want to, you know, work out. And what I love now is she's kind of in her descriptions for her videos, she says like, oh, this workout would go well with this other workout if you want a longer workout and a more complete workout. She also has warm-up videos and stretching videos. I've been doing her, what is it called? Stretching for stress and anxiety. That's really nice. She also, one thing I love that she does is she does choreographed workouts on popular songs. So like, for example, she has Physical by Dua Lipa and she does like a routine on it. And so sometimes when I'm really unmotivated, I'll just do a bunch of her song workouts because it's like I'm dancing but not really. I'm like working out to these cool songs. So that's very motivating. I've done a bit of Pamela Reif's workouts as well. They're nice too because sometimes, you know, you do want to mix it up a little bit. And I tried out one of the Whitney Simmons workouts. I kind of like it too because I guess it implements a bit more weights, and I do have some 5, 8, 10, and 20 kilo weights. I mostly use the lighter ones because I'm not that strong, like at least upper body. So I like that. Also, I've been going on runs, but mostly on rainy days because, like I said, I want to avoid people since a lot of them also don't really respect the 2-meter rule. So yeah, so I'll link all the different workouts and well, like YouTube accounts where there's workouts that I've been following. The next category, I've been loving watching YouTube videos of people, like, you know, what they're doing during their quarantine. I've been watching a lot of Brad Mondo videos, a lot of reacting to bleach fails, like all the ones he's done, whether they've been filmed recently or a while ago. So, sorry, I needed my water and my coffee. Yeah, I've been loving his bleach fails, and honestly, if I had filmed my bleach experience, I think I would be one of them because, like I said, it's not that great. But actually, it's kind of because of him that I did it, because I saw his how to bleach at home, and I still managed to fail it, but thankfully my hair is still healthy. Like, it's a bit drier than usual, so it does have damage, but like, it's not like stringy. And I think at the end of this quarantine, although I've been tempted to bleach it again, but I think I really need to resist the urge or else it's gonna be a catastrophe. I think I'm gonna go to whenever, you know, I don't know when that will be, but whenever it's possible for me to go to the salon, I'll have to find one because I'm not a really big salon goer. I think I'm gonna either fix it so they re-dye it or retone it in my natural color, or I'm thinking I might ask them to fix it so it's a balayage, because I've always dreamed of having a balayage. So if I do that, I'll do it for my birthday, which is in September, so fingers crossed by then things will be better and I'll like pay myself a balayage or ask my parents for some money to get a balayage. So I think I'm just gonna let it grow and just continue taking care of it. But all to say, Brad Mondo apparently had a big effect on me, and yeah, I love his videos, and I just want a huge rant about my hair, and I'm so sorry. And what else? I've been watching a lot of the YouTuber I mentioned, Zoe Pritchard. I think that's her last name. I don't know how to pronounce it because it's a pretty French sounding name actually, Pritchard, but I don't know if she like pronounces it that way because she's Anglophone. I've been loving her videos because she's in Montreal, so it's kind of cool to see what other Montrealers are up to, and I really like her videos on like outfit videos and like work in my day videos, and she's very realistic and very honest about how things are going during quarantine. Like, she's not like, oh, I'm being like 100% productive and like it's so easy. No, she's showing that she's struggling like a lot of people, but at the same time she has some good advice. So I'll link her down below if you're interested. I've been watching a lot of Catherine June, who lives in California. I'll link her down below too. Her vlogs are always like they're very mundane, but like there's something very calming about them. I'm trying to think. Who else do I watch? Just a lot of vloggers like Brooke Michio. Sorry, I know she like says people mispronounce her name a lot, but I don't remember. Her and like similar vloggers. Man, there's I feel like there's someone at the tip of my tongue, but I can't. Like Angelica Alkis. She's like a drama YouTuber. She's very entertaining. I love watching her videos. I'll just like link a bunch of YouTubers down there of videos I've been binging. Yeah, a lot of YouTube. When it comes to Netflix, so my boyfriend actually finally we watched the entirety of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So for those who don't know, it's a cartoon and it's amazing. It's, oh my god, it's life-changing. You should watch it. Like, you think it's for kids, but it's there's such a deeper meaning, and it's just so hopeful and so wholesome, but at the same time shows really harsh realities, but in a very artistic way and in an alternate universe. And my boyfriend grew up watching that show, and he always wanted me to watch it, and I don't know why I didn't really want to watch it for some reason, but then I did, and I'm so happy that I did. It made me, I don't know, it just brought a lot of joy to my heart to watch that show, and I'm really sad. But there's a second part kind of with a different character as the main character, and it's Legends of Korra. I don't really know where to watch it. I'm not sure it's on Netflix, so please let me know if you know where I can watch it, because we want to watch that. But right now he's showing me Full Metal Alchemist, which is an anime, but it's a very good anime. And it's kind of nice to watch cartoons, honestly. It's kind of different, and they can still be really good, and they still have very good storytelling. And, you know, just realizing how amazing the artists the artists are, and the amount of work put behind it is incredible. At the beginning of the quarantine, we also watched Castlevania, which is a show with vampires. It's also a cartoon, so a lot of cartoons, I guess. On my own, I have been watching some Criminal Minds. Really like it. I used to watch episodes here and there with my first roommate, and I am trying to watch the show, like, you know, in order. I did try and watch a bit of Vampire Diaries, but honestly it's too high schooly for me. I think I'm gonna watch Money Heist and Ozark, because those are shows that I feel like I would like. I had started watching Elite, the 3rd season. I need to finish that. I don't know, it didn't captivate me the first few episodes. I feel like it's getting a bit repetitive, but my sister and some of my friends watched it and they said it gets pretty good, so I think I'm going to continue watching that. But my boyfriend doesn't really like those kind of shows. He'll watch other shows with me, like more like fantasy oriented show, like Supernatural and Lucifer, which are all great shows. Like, he'll be more likely to watch those kind of shows with me, but when it's more like real life, like crime and stuff, it stresses him out because he's like, oh, it's still like kind of real life. But I'm like, I don't know, it's still like so out of my kind of lifestyle that it feels like I'm escaping mine, you know? In terms of personal care products, so this is a Montreal company. It's called Be Kind. They have a lot of ethical and sustainable products. So I bought their, no, I didn't break anything. It was just stuck because I guess the wood was still kind of wet from my use yesterday. So bought a shampoo bar and a conditioner bar. Smells so good. Because I've decided, like, if I'm gonna online shop, which I'm trying to avoid doing, I want to support more local brands. So hence why I bought two shirts from Frank and Oak. Oh yeah, there is a splinter here. Have to be more gentle. and struggling putting this back together. I think because it was wet, the wood like expanded or something, and now it's kind of hard to... There we go. It's a really cute box. I love it. I'm trying to support more local businesses if I do any online shopping, and this is like, you know, one of those exfoliating stones, so I've been using that, and then a dry brush. So I've been starting to dry brush after the shower. It's really a meditative, kind of relaxing thing to do. Also, wait, I wanted to let you know about something. Wait, I need to get it from my closet. It's right there. So I got contacted on Instagram by this swimwear and fitness wear company called Vitae, and they asked me to be a brand ambassador, meaning I would get a lifetime 25% or 35% code. And usually I don't like to say yes to those companies because I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I like what you do, what like your, like by what you do I mean like your style, your items that you sell. It's not really worth it for me to just get a discount code. But I checked it out, and it's a upcoming business and online business in Vancouver. So it's a Canadian brand, and the woman who runs it, she's not that much older than me actually. I think she's in her early 20s, and I'm part of a Facebook group where like all the girls or women that have been contacted like can like exchange like ideas, not just about the brand but about anything. It's kind of nice. And so I actually needed some new fitness wear anyways, so I purchased some with the code, and I got this really nice sports bra. And actually I had gotten it too small, and they were really good about exchanges, so it's really cute. They have their logo here, and it's really strappy in the back. It was a bit tight when I first put it on, but I think it's because it's like new. So, but as I've been wearing it, it's been stretching a bit out. And I have a legging also that's corally color, but it's in the wash right now, and it's really comfortable. It feels very buttery. I've been working out a lot in it, but also lounging in it. Hi, so this is an interruption to the video. I just wanted to show you my apparel from Vitae. So this is the sports bra. So I find it's a bit tight here, but like I said, I haven't worn it a lot, so I think it's just the elastic needs to like relax a little bit. But it's really cute. It has a V from the brand. It has good supports, I'd say, and has like a crisscross. Wait, how do I do this? Okay, it has a crisscross pattern. Yeah, you can kind of see in the back. And these are the leggings, the coral. I'd say they're a bit sheer, so I would wear like a light underwear. But they're very soft and they're very comfy, like even just to lounge in. And they have like the name here. So if you want to buy from like a smaller Canadian company some new fitness wear, you can use my code MatildeG15 in the description bar. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. And it's just very nice. And so I have a code for you guys. It's in the bottom if you want any new fitness clothing, and it's a Canadian brand. It's owned by a girl or young woman my age. And what's really cool about the swimwear, I don't know so much about the fitness wear, but a couple swimsuits are made from recycled water bottles, so that's pretty cool. And also they really prone body positivity and a healthy lifestyle. They're very supportive. Yeah, it's a good way to support a Canadian business. And I would say, like, even though it's up and coming and it's becoming big, it is still a relatively small business, so it's good to support. And that's why I said yes, because Canadian, owned by a young woman, prones body diversity, a healthy lifestyle, has some ethical, sustainable swimwear. Yeah, and I got a discount, so, and like I said, I'm always down to buy new fitness wear, although I am trying to not, like, I'll wait a while before I purchase some more when I have more money, but I just wanted to let you know about this. And I think I've mentioned a lot of things in this video, and I could go on with other things that have been helping me. Oh yeah, I've been journaling a bit more, and I want to do more because that's been very helpful. So I'd say if that's something that helps you, I would encourage you to do so. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope it was okay to have me, you know, so chill, no makeup, sweatpants, just chatting, and I hope that this helps inspire you to take care of yourself and love yourself and make things and do things to be more happy. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day.